Tuna is a really neat little film with great performances from Leo Woodall and Dustin Hoffman. What surprised me most was all the characters were very likeable, even the thieves, considering they were doing something quite dark. The script doesn't get bogged down in music jargon, instead uses brilliantly as a character trait. On a technical level, the sound design is incredible. The muffled hearing sound effects were palpable and the ear ringing was sharp. There is a great time lapse sequence where he opens the safe for the first time. At times, the script does slow down, but it is definitely worth a watch. So the film centres around Leo Woodall's character Nicky, who has a rare hearing condition where he is allergic to loud noises. And through years of therapy, he has managed to focus his hearing to be able to handle sort of slow ambient noises and still work around pianos, because before his hearing condition, he was a virtuoso piano player. And so he has perfect pitch and is able to tune a piano without any instrumentation or anything like that, just through his hearing and his expertise. And he is riding around with his partner Harry, played by Dustin Hoffman, who is sort of mentor to Nicky's character and on a job and going from house to house, mansion to mansion, repairing and tuning these pianos until Harry gets sick and is sent to hospital. And whilst on a job, Nicky is working late at night, and so he gets interrupted by a loud noise coming from upstairs and decides to investigate. And so he goes up and discovers thieves trying to break into a safe, and he helps and able to speed the process up. And through his focused hearing, he's able to break into the lock, and then chaos ensues after that. So what's really good about this film is that this is definitely Leo Woodall's show. He's the man. He has been promoted to leading man. We have seen him in bit parts here and there from shows like White Lotus, where I don't think he really had that much to do in that show, and had a couple of great scenes with Rami Malek in Nuremberg. And here he is the man. He is the leading man, and he does a very good job at carrying the entire film. And his performance is really quite good. And he very much has studied this illness and got the mannerisms, and you can tell and see his hearing discomfort up on screen. And it is, like I said earlier, the muffled hearing sound effects are very palpable. You can feel that discomfort on the screen, and so much so that when I was watching it, I thought my ears were ringing, and I was like sitting there for a minute being like, hello? So it very, very realistic, I feel. And like I said, also, it doesn't get bogged down in music jargon. There's a particularly great scene where he's with a concert pianist getting ready for a big performance, and he's tuning the piano at this school, and she starts playing a few notes, and she thinks he's just like a normal piano tuner, but actually he just rattles off note after note that she's playing. And it gives you a sense of who this character is. It gives you a sense of who Nicky is in just that one scene, which is really great, because it can actually run the risk of being too technical and knowing all the ins and outs of like sheet music and pacing and timing and all that rubbish. And so they did a really clever thing with that scene, which is really great and just sets the tone quite nicely. Dustin Hoffman is really reliable as always, and his portrayal as the mentor to Nicky's character is great. He doesn't seem forceful. He just mentors him through the stories he tells, giving you a sense of his character through those stories and his experience as a piano tuner over the years. And so that was really sort of clever, and making him very sort of light-hearted, and also the heart of the piece, and also the why Nicky does everything in the film. So that was really quite good. He doesn't have quite a big role, but he plays a pivotal part in Nicky's story. So it really works quite well. And yeah, there are times where the piece does slow down, certainly when it comes to the romance side of things. It's a little bit awkward and a bit clunky when it comes to the two characters, Nikki and Ruthie, the concert pianist, like I said earlier, preparing for the big performance. And so it just feels a bit sort of unnatural there, I feel. But for the most part, the film is very good. All the characters are very likable. Even the head thief is hilarious. Like, on one hand, he's quite light-hearted and joking and sort of welcoming of Nicky, because after that first job, he impressed him so much that like he was okay. You're now one of us. But on the other side, he's quite ruthless and quite violent. So gives that character quite a lot of depth. And also liked how they really showed the mechanics of Nicky's hearing abilities when he's going through the safes, and they basically zoom in on the locks and use the sound design of the cogs turning, and you can see it slow down, speed up. You can hear it getting louder and softer, and when it gets to the right place, this music stops completely and then it unlocks, and that really gives the piece a lot of ambience as well. So the sound design throughout is excellent. So yeah, it's a really great film. It's sort of went under the radar, if I'm honest, and I saw it advertised. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. So yeah, if you want something alternative to Star Wars and Masters of the Universe, this is definitely up there. So definitely go and check this one out, so you won't regret it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.